Have you ever wondered why so many people today are easily misled, even when they believe they are doing the right thing? Why do some things look good on the outside, but later turn out to be harmful? Something important is happening in this generation, and many people are not noticing it. Today, we are talking about spiritual discernment, what it is, why it is weakening, and what is really going on beneath the surface. Let's go step by step. 1. Why are people confusing truth with feelings? At first, this may sound simple, but it is very deep. Many people today decide what is right or wrong based on how they feel in the moment. But feelings can change very quickly. What feels right today may feel wrong tomorrow. That is why the Bible says in Romans 12:2, not to be shaped by the world, but to be transformed by renewing the mind. So what is happening? People are trusting emotions more than truth. Even children know this. If you eat only sweet things and ignore healthy food, your body becomes weak. In the same way, if we only follow feelings and ignore truth, our spirit becomes weak too. 2. Why do many people believe everything they see online? This is one of the biggest problems today. Not everything that looks good is true. Not everything that sounds powerful is from God. But many people no longer pause to test what they see. 1 John 4:1 says we should test the spirits to see whether they are from God. So what is happening? People are consuming information quickly but not carefully. It is like eating food without checking if it is spoiled. It may look delicious, but it can still harm you. Discernment is missing because everything is being accepted without checking. 3. Why is spiritual sensitivity becoming weaker? There is something quiet but serious happening. Many people are spiritually distracted, too busy, too entertained, too overwhelmed, and slowly their ability to sense what is right becomes dull. The Bible says in Hebrews 5:14 that mature believers are those who train themselves to distinguish good from evil. So what does this mean? Discernment is not automatic. It is trained. Just like muscles grow with exercise, spiritual sensitivity grows with practice. But when there is no prayer, no reflection, and no quiet time, sensitivity fades. 4. Why does wrong look more attractive than right? This is a question many people secretly ask. Why does what is harmful sometimes look more appealing? The answer is simple but important. Not everything attractive is good, and not everything good looks attractive at first. Even in nature, poison berries can look beautiful. The enemy often disguises lies as something appealing. That is why Jesus warned in Matthew 24:24 that deception will be so strong that even believers must be careful. So what is happening? People are choosing appearance over truth. 5. Why are people no longer hearing the inner warning? Have you ever felt a quiet warning inside you, but ignored it? Many people have. That inner voice that says something is not right is often ignored because it feels inconvenient. Over time, that voice becomes harder to hear. Why? Because constant noise, social media, stress, entertainment covers it. Discernment becomes weak when silence disappears. Even a phone cannot receive messages when there is too much interference. The same happens spiritually. 6. Why do many people follow crowds instead of truth? This is very common today. If many people are doing something, it automatically feels right. But truth does not change just because many people ignore it. The Bible shows many times that the majority can be wrong. So what is happening? People are replacing truth with popularity. But following a crowd without checking direction is like walking in a group where nobody knows the road. Eventually, everyone gets lost together. 7. What is really happening underneath all this confusion? This is the most important question. Underneath everything, there is a battle for clarity, not just information, but spiritual clarity. Discernment weakens when truth is ignored, distractions increase, and spiritual grounding becomes shallow. But here is the hope. Discernment can be restored. When a person returns to prayer, truth, and a quiet heart before God, clarity comes back slowly but surely, like a fog lifting in the morning. So what is really happening in this generation? It is not just confusion. It is a loss of spiritual sensitivity. But it is not permanent. Discernment can be rebuilt, one step at a time, one truth at a time, one quiet moment at a time. Before we end, if you have felt like things have been confusing, unclear, or spiritually heavy, you are not alone. But hear this gently and clearly. God is not trying to lose you in confusion. He is calling you back to clarity. You can return to a place of peace in your spirit. You can learn again to recognize truth. You can become sensitive to what is right in God's eyes. So don't ignore this moment. Take a pause from everything that is loud around you. Return your heart back to God in simple honesty. Ask Him for wisdom that is steady, not emotional, and choose to be anchored in truth, even when it is not popular. Because when your life is anchored in God, you don't just follow what looks right. You begin to recognize what is right. Discernment grows again in a heart that stays close to Him. And maybe today is not just another message. Maybe it is a gentle call to come back and be gracefully anchored in truth again. Stay rooted. Stay aware. Stay anchored.